Hey guys, this is Algebra Chapter 1.3. We're talking about order of operations. Okay, now if we look at the very beginning, our objectives is to be able to use the correct order of operations in a numerical expression, and also to be able to evaluate algebraic expressions using correct order of operations. Now, just a quick reminder of what the order of operations are. Order of operations are the different operations, which is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or exponents in any expression, and there's a specific order in which they go to. Now, many people, you might have heard, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, and all of those help you to remember the different order of operations. P stands for parentheses, E is exponents, M and D, multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. Now, the key things to realize is that multiplication and division are on the same line, and those go from left to right. Same with addition and subtraction. We need to look to see which comes first in the expression. Okay? All right, let's take a look at some of those. Let's start with number 3. Okay? According to the order of operations, decide which operation should be done first. So between all of those, we have 5 times 8 minus 2 to the 6th power divided by 4. Hopefully you're saying, I know. It should be the exponents. What about 4? 32 minus 26 plus 18. Remember, we need to check in order from left to right what comes first, and that is subtraction. All right, let's move down to some actual problems. Reading the directions, it says simplify the following expressions using the correct order of operations. Okay, now these are the same problems that we had above, but now we're going to be going through them. Okay? Let's look at 5 and 6. Now, just to remember which ones we need to do, I'm going to write the order of operations down, and then we can kind of check them off when we do them. Now, the first thing I notice is that we have parentheses, so we have to do whatever is inside. So we're going to have 6 plus 2. All that stays the same. And 7 plus 3 is 10. Okay. So we just did parentheses. Do we have any exponents? No. What about multiplication or division? I see them both. Okay, we need to do the multiplication first. Two times 10 gives us 20. So we took care of multiplication, but now we have division right there. The 6 stays the same. 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. And then our last step would be just to add, and we get 11. Okay? All right, now let's do the same thing with number 6. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay? We do not have parentheses, we don't have exponents, but we do have multiplication. Two times 9 gives us 18. Okay, so no division, just addition and subtraction. And the key is what comes first. And what comes first in this one is addition. So 6 plus 18 gives us 24 minus 11. and then subtract. And then you're all done. Okay? Let's go ahead and flip to the back side. All right, when it's telling us this, evaluating variable expressions, which means now we're going to have a variable in there. The key thing is when you're substituting a number that's being multiplied or raised to an exponent, is to put it in parentheses. Okay? And let's talk about why that's important. All right, so x equals 3. We have 2. We have to put the 3 inside the parentheses, and then the exponent. Okay? Now, order of operations tell us that we have to do the exponent before we multiply. So 3 to the second power, 3 squared gives us 9, and then our final answer is 18. Now, let's see what happens when you multiply first. 2 times 3 gives you 6, and 6 squared gives you 36. Okay, so we have to be very careful when we're doing these, otherwise you can get the wrong answer. Okay, and the same thing's true with number 2. All right, let's move down to the bottom. Evaluate the following expressions using the given values. Make sure to use the correct order of operations and to show all your steps. We're going to jump down to the bottom. And let's look at 5 and 6. Okay, so evaluate x minus 7 all to the third power plus y divided by 3. Okay, so minus 7. Let's go ahead and plug in our numbers. X is 9 and y is 6. All right, the first thing we have to do is parentheses. And we get 2. That's all to the third power. Now 2 to the third power, the next thing we're doing is exponents right here. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2, which gives you 8. Okay. Now the next thing we have to do is multiplication or division, which we have. We have division on the back side. 6 divided by 3 is 2. That 8 comes down. And then 8 plus 2 gives us 10. Okay. So just remember, we got to go step by step by step. All right, and let's work on number 6. Okay, x is 5 and y is 4. Anytime you substitute a variable, make sure to put it inside the parentheses. X is 5 and y is 4. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Now, we do have parentheses, but there's no operations in those, so we can cross those out. All right, so now let's look for exponents, which we do have right here. Now remember, this is 5 squared, which means 5 times 5. 5 squared is not 5 times 2. You would get 2 totally different answers for that. Okay? So we get 25, and now everything else stays the same. Okay? Now, The next step, multiplication or division. Okay, we actually have two multiplications which we can do. And those were right here and there. Now, order of operations. We cannot jump to the addition back here because subtraction comes first. 50 minus 12 gives us 38. And then at the end, add everything up, and we get 49. Okay? So that's it for Algebra Chapter 1.3, Notes. If you guys have any questions, make sure you come and see either Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. All right? That's it, guys.